everybody. It is Ann Gendra. Okay. This is Magrunner Dark Pulse. I saw it. It reminds me of a little bit of Portal. I don't know if it gets quite that crazy. It's got physics by NVIDIA. It did not get their plugin for video, and that's fairly obvious. So the video parser, you'll see it clip every once in a while. I hate that. If you have a gaming computer, you're fine. If you're operating off of your average run-of-the-mill computer that doesn't have a graphics card that parses for you, you might be in trouble, and you might be able to just purchase a graphics card. I haven't gotten to that point yet. What I did is went out and bought more memory because that was the only thing that bothered me. But I'll eventually jam in a graphics card and just let you guys know if it solves the problem. It's always Unreal Engine, and it gets resolved every time there's NVIDIA, so I know it just chunks it for you, and that the developer either wouldn't or couldn't, didn't know how, it does need the plugin, something like that. So let's go ahead and start up here. Fascinating story.
I'm Gamachi.
Hi, Gamachi.
Mutant, inventor, scientist. For you to understand, I need to start at the beginning. In the 21st century, the Magrunner Corporation rose to a position of world dominance. By 2035, their LifeNet Total Existence Network had linked billions of people across the globe, encompassing social, economic, government, private and public services within one monstrous, ever-evolving system.
Did we not learn from
X-Men? With LifeNet and the corporation's vast financial resources, Magrunner accomplished what governments could only hope for.
Cerberus could literally kill you.
A populace that wanted to conform, and that was willing to sacrifice privacy for security, safety, and interaction. The CEO, Kram Magrunner, pooled tens of thousands of scientists together to find a new source of free energy
to
be used for space exploration. The result was magnetic technology. Magrunner's space program would be a 3-month test of not only MagTech, but also citizen explorers, astronauts chosen from the populace. After worldwide selection trials that tested the applicants' athletic capabilities and knowledge of mathematics, physics, and psychology, 7 candidates were chosen to enter Magrunner's training facility. These 7, selected from scientists, athletes, and civilians, would take Magrunner's technology to the stars.
Athletes?
Magrunner called them his Magrunners.
I guess it depends on...
A 500,000 square foot training facility filled with puzzles and physical obstacles was built over the San Andreas Rift. The world watched and waited. This young man is Dax C. Ward. Dax's father, like me, was an expert in genetics and cybernetics. One of the few who had no compunctions about working with a mutant. James and his wife Lavinia became my closest friends. When the accident happened, Dax was left in my care.
Whoa.
I raised the boy the best I could, and he soon began to show signs of his father's brilliance. Dax had an aptitude for robotics, genetics, engineering. He read everything he could about Magrunner's MagTech and began to apply the same principles to creating his own technology. By the time he was 11, he had started his own business, repairing and creating new devices. By the time he was 15, he had built and programmed the Newton prototype, a one-of-a-kind electromorph robot. So I suppose that I shouldn't have been surprised when he told me on his 23rd birthday that he wanted to apply for the Magrunner MagTech program. He had the skills, and he had the brain for it. As we completed work on his custom mag glove, I knew he was ready.
I wasn't aware that Newton got up to electromagnetic technology. He's known for physics. We have not progressed beyond his color theory, which is sad. We really do need an upgrade in that, although it does fall firmly under psychology.
My friends, Thank you for joining us today.
Going down.
Today, Grukersburg MagTech is proud to unveil our space exploration training facility. Today is the first day of a 3-month training program that'll prepare our Magrunners for space exploration. At our facility, they will not only experiment with MagTech, but also learn to work and live together as they forge our future.
They'll also experiment with your brain.
Let's hear a few words from Xander Deverin, the creator of the facility and genius MagTech engineer.
I've spent considerable time and energy designing the testing facility with functional examples of our new technology.
Wow,
During training periods, contestants will find their bodies and minds pushed to the limits. We will see what they can accomplish individually and later what they are capable of as a group.
Be sure to stay online to see History in the Making, brought to you by the same minds responsible for the LifeNet. After a quick briefing, our 7 Magrunners are preparing to enter the facility for the first time.
It's almost showtime, Dax. You ready for this?
I need an extra arm for my coffee.
I made it here. Now the real training starts.
What do you mean the real training?
The Magrunners training will be the most important 3 months of their lives.
I can do this, hold on.
They will pit their skills and wits against the brilliant MagTech engineer, Xander Deveran, who will evaluate their progress. We've been allowed into the facility for the first 24 hours, and we're bringing it to you live via LifeNet.
Don't be nervous, Dax. Stay focused. And remember why you're here. Newton and I will be following on the LifeNet. He says good luck.
You know, Gamachi, we're talking about going into space if I pass the training.
Outer
It's hard to believe.
space. If your parents were here, I know they'd be very proud of you, as I am. Be sure to test out the new mag glove before you start.
I've got my
Xander?
Nintendo glove with me.
Ready.
Are they making a
Let's
movie?
begin.
Good luck, Dax.
Is this that crappy?
Stay focused.
It still doesn't sell. Do this. I can be wide-eyed and frustrated. Let's explore, friend. This is a whole new world that we're going to wander into. This is the future. The future is now. Alright, different colored charges, blah blah blah. Yeah, they reversed this and it ticks me off like you would not believe. Can I use an Xbox?
Welcome to the state-of-the-art Magrunners. Xander's really
Who
outdone
am I
himself
on?
with this facility. We hope you enjoy this miracle of MagTech modularity.
I already do. This is incredible. Look, there's a glowing ball that might kill me. What else is there? Oh, hold on. Do I have mouse sensitivity control? Oh, gamma. Hold on. Need that. Need that. There we go. Right stick sensitivity. Nope, I do need that. Come back, friend. Madre de Dio. Okay. This. Yeah, it needs to be way down. Vibration, WSD, select. Y. Back. Slightly better. Alright, so. Come on. There we go. I think it needs to be positively charged. There is technically no positive and negative charge in this, because they don't repel the way that they should. So for instance, if it works the way it should, positive to positive should repel and negative to positive should attract, versus two colors actually attract each other. There's spherical and cylindrical magnetic fields.
The Grukersburg MagTech Experience, brought to you live by LifeNet.
That wasn't so bad, Gamachi. How are the other Magrunners doing?
Don't get too confident. That's just the beginning. 3 months is a long time.
Check it in the background there. Something just flashed up that it was censored. Is blood spatter? That book's better. Oh yeah, so we get through the tiddlywinks part. Don't like the color scheme. You can change colors of objects in the game setting. I don't like the fact that the light colors attract. Why would they make a game that is this physics heavy and not know that?
Look at this tech. How did Xander develop this stuff?
Just focus on your training. I'm going to limit our transmissions to the elevators between levels. There's less interference.
This is the one where I pick it up. Pick it up. Pick up the block. Sleepy. Did you stop working? Oh, that just dropped me right at home base there. To view an object's magnetic field, press Y. Why? That'll be easy to remember. I do want to know why. Hold on, I gotta see what's going on behind the scenes here as well.
Dax, Cassandra Shin from LifeNet Media. Can you give us a few thoughts about today? How do you feel about being the only Magrunner without outside corporate funding or professional training? Do you think you're at a disadvantage?
What? I have a trainer?
I think it makes me more competitive.
That would be the mutant we've heard about? Gamaji?
Yeah. Sorry, Miss Shin, I have to go.
But I do. I'm so camera ready. I have my degree in public relations, but my focus was investigative journalism, my secondary focus. I went to the sister school of an Ivy League, the military co-op. So, to say that I have an attitude problem when it comes to reporting, reporters are beneath investigative journalists. Investigative journalism is a science, so you need a master's license to practice science in order to do it. So, alright, I need this. You go over there. See if you can pick one. Yeah? No. There we go. Ooh, there's a lag on this guy. Hold on. Got him. Got him. Alright. Goes there. Goes there. There you go. Not playing the cameras very well. Yeah, so apparently this is being televised. Should be slightly more than my charming self. Thankfully they're not reporting me. I would have so many sponsors in the Hunger Games. They would all, and I do mean all, want me dead. They would want me to live. People pick the zero over me when it comes to personality. Personability, excuse me. Unless I feel like it. It's painful, but I've developed, the first corporation I worked for was wonderful. They were really just incredible people, and they took somebody who was horrified by, you know, crass mannerisms.
Dax, did you feel like an underdog during the selection trials?
They're all underdogs, Miss Shin. The training is discovery-based, and I will not tolerate less than 100% commitment to the program.
Look, Miss Shin, I have the same chances as the other Magrunners at passing. I don't see why you keep...
Same chances?
They had to play it off. That's that one.
Oh, of course, of course. Same chances.
Right. I'll tell you what, Dax. How about an exclusive interview and the front page of LifeNet Science Online?
Sure. Yeah.
So I have like a good customer service smile. Pleasant but vacant, or receptive, or receptive. Take your pick. And it taught me, basically to ignore a whole lot of things. The upper class handles ignoring very differently. You'll find yourself socially rejected prior to being ignored, and it's very important for us to maintain our image. So that will happen. It, in a weird way, is nothing personal. From what I understand, with years of customer service, it's more apropos. Can I just jump that? Probably not. It's more apropos if you are insulted, as long as you don't get so mad that you freak out. If you're middle class, because it gives you the proper reaction, which is to back away slowly. No? What else have I got? That fell down. What else is there? Maybe there's something over there. I keep thinking that I can get these to jump. I don't want to do that. So. I will do the jumping, friend. I will do the jumping. Need a little bit of linear here. Thought that would hit my door. We'll double drop this one. Double drop. We'll burger time it. Alright, so I need you to be. That should also be red. And we can do this. There we go. New friend coming with me. So we clearly need a larger mag pulse. Suppose I can try and shoot it from there, but what are the odds? What are the odds? In a virtual world, people are coming into contact with people who have computers and have been on computers forever, more and more. So it's never meant to be insulting when I mention how my culture is just that much different from other people's. For me, that's just fact, and that was something that I had to learn to deal with growing up, was what to do about that, So I can't jump with that in my hand. Maybe we'll just shoot it. Broken glass. A little bit of excitement for the viewers. Is that what we were going for? Thank you. Can I jog this one out? Objects the same color charge will, yes, and they'll repel each other. This is basic mechanic. This is the basic mechanic. That does not make sense. I mean, I agree that would create a huge field.
Are they off the com?
Yes. There's something wrong with that Xander guy. Don't listen to him. And what did that reporter mean by that mutant?
Right, you, sweetie.
She's kind of a pain, huh?
Might want to pick it up.
She's just looking for an interview to make Grukersberg look good. Keep your head on.
Is this part of the training?
No, if something goes wrong in space, they want you not to know what to do.
Is everyone alright? No injuries? Bios are good. Xander, what happened?
A minor power fluctuation, Mr. Grukersberg. I've ensured that it won't happen again.
I feel confident in you, Squinky. Those guys are the Viziers, in case you wondered the way the world works. Squinky the Vizier. No, the IT officer. Or security. LP, maybe. We can do the 01s. You know, that's Captain of the Guard material stuff there, so... Where are we? So if I turn this red, for instance, that'll attract. What is that? What is that even? So I can get back up, but do I want to? Can I hit that from the other side? Let's take a look. Can I hit that from here? Looks like I can't. Might as well give it a go. And I cannot. Alright, we got any secrets back here? Anything at all? I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the moment. Obviously you can see that there is a plot. We do have the not present, but almost omniscient narrator in the form of the CEO. The reporter and Squinky provide us with considerably more color interaction, as well as our amigo there. Mutant. So easily offended. But yeah, so it's really got an interesting plot. Something great to explore. I love that they're developing the hands-out technology. That's going to cross over into VR. So while simulation games and the apps from things like Facebook and that definitely made the jump to mobile, because you do need to build a bridge there. You could see where there was a gap, where they were very focused on the social aspects, and they handled time management extraordinarily well, where if you had money you could keep going, but it encouraged you to go back to life if you did not. Well, originally you do resist those sorts of concepts, but they need them. So that it helped you focus on work, it helped you learn how to manage a schedule, it helped you learn how to socialize in chunks. Really great things if you're introverted. And then the bridge backwards from extroversion was the money portion of it, and time management, which is the other thing that society was working on. Now the VR aspect is completely different, so they have these hands-out games that are still hooked to the Xbox controller and still hooked to mouse and keyboard, where they're exploring what it is that they're going to be doing. They made a couple of mistakes in second person and first person, where one thing was supposed to be with the other, that society learns and grows from. And since we're a wisdom-based culture, we're a fun and play-based culture that operates inside of the home, these things are extraordinarily important. So 2 thumbs. Really well done. If you liked Portal, you'll love it. If you like things like Maze Runner, I'm trying to think of what else. Maybe Hunger Games, maybe, because of that sort of feel to it. You will probably also genuinely enjoy this. It is an RPG that plays like those sci-fis. A little bit more interaction than, for instance, BioShock. So definitely more of the gritty, the nitty-gritty. Even though they get one physics thing wrong, I'm wondering how that'll interact with the fact that they want to build fields in space. Because it will. It'll cause this weird, warpy fluctuation if you create an environment where you have these chassis that make same charges attract. So we'll see if that develops. Drop me a subscribe. See the subscribe button? Subscribe button. Hit that. It's free. Give me props. Hit the like button. Make me feel good about me. If you want to talk gaming, comment. We've obviously been in it forever. Thank you for coming along for the ride. As always, much love, and we will see you in the next video.